Is in need of a second date update this morning, and we're going to try to help her out. Hi, Fiona. How are you?
Hi, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you for asking. So why don't you take us from the beginning? Tell us how you met Will and how that first date went, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so he seemed like a really great guy, and I've been dating for a long time, just trying to find the guy for me, and there haven't been many great guys, so I would really appreciate it if you could tell me what's going on with him.
Certainly. How did you meet him?
We met online. It's kind of typical. He obviously liked my profile and our messages, and I thought during the date we really hit it off.
What'd you guys do?
We went to dinner, and, I thought the chemistry was really, really strong. I was flirting. He was responding. I was laughing at his jokes. Even the ones that weren't that funny, I still gave a giggle.
You did your job.
Yeah, you did. You did what you were supposed to do. Just a little.
We like it when ladies laugh at our jokes.
Oh, men love that, don't they?
Especially when they're not that funny.
You can see them light up.
And we just seem to have a lot in common. We're actually both huge soccer fans, and we talked about going to a game together. So,
Fun.
Yeah, I was really excited about him and, all the possibilities. So kind of bummed it out.
So give us a sense of how the end of the date went. What was that like?
Sure.
He dropped you off?
No, we drove separately. So he walked me to my car and he hugged me. I was a little disappointed that he didn't want to go out for, drinks or something, but that was okay. I figured it was a weeknight and he had to work the next day.
Yeah.
But there weren't any indications that we wouldn't be seeing each other again. So, I thought it went well. And then I texted him the next day and he never responded.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Well, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll call him up, see what he's been up to.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sounds like a plan. We'll do it next as Second Date Update continues. Will and Fiona met online, and after talking for a bit, they made a date. Felt they had enough in common that they could pull off a dinner date.
Couple of hours, doable.
Yeah. And Fiona would have went longer. She was up for after dinner drinks, maybe getting a nightcap someplace, but she assumed he had to work the next day because he escorted her to her car. They came separately and they went in their separate directions. But on a more positive note, he seemed open to getting together again. They're both huge FCC fans, so it's kind of implied that they would possibly attend a match together. But that hasn't happened, and she'd like to know what's up. So we're going to call him up and see what he really thought of Fiona and his date with her. If you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
This is Will.
Hey, Will, it's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you?
I'm fine. What's this about?
Nothing bad. You make it sound like we're bill collectors. Their whole tone of voice is so suspicious.
I mean, that's who usually calls. It's that or spammer. So,
It's definitely the tone. He's got a good tone there. What are you doing? What do you want?
What do you want?
No, it's not bad. We wanted to reach out because we spoke to a friend of yours who you met online, and you went on a date with her recently, and she thought you were a pretty cool guy, and she hadn't heard from you. So we thought we'd reach out and see if you had any interest in getting together with Fiona again. You remember Fiona?
yeah, I remember.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, look, yeah, she's very attractive. She has a good sense of humor, but honestly, she's kind of a bitch. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't use that word, but she's
Wow.
hold on. She's a manager, okay? And we were talking about pet peeves, and she has this thing that's, over the top in terms of grammar and spelling.
Okay.
So she told me that at her job, if an employee sends an email to her that has errors in it, she prints it out and then takes a red pen and corrects all the grammar mistakes and then gives it back to them. As if she's an English teacher for juniors in high school.
I see. So these are internal memos. These aren't memos that are going out to clients or anything.
I don't know. It sounds like they're just emails, but
And that's the only reason I can think she'd be consumed with grammar and spelling is if it was going out.
Yeah, I don't know. But honestly, look, I was not a good student in English, and I just don't want to be like constantly corrected and have to feel like I have to talk and act grammatically perfect. So I just was like,
for the rest of your life.
I just can't imagine being in a relationship with someone like that. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Hey, that's honest.
That is honest.
I'm sure that's a thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, it was like a huge turnoff.
Yeah. And odds are good, even if she doesn't like take your grocery list and spell check it and correct it. Even if she doesn't do it, she's thinking about doing
No
it.
doubt.
Mm-hmm.
That she's noticing, right?
Yeah, she's wanting to. She's eager.
Oh, boy.
Well, let's bring Fiona into the conversation because we have her on the other line. I'd like to get her reaction to that. Fiona, you still there?
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I expect a certain standard from my employees. And yes, they do communicate with clients, and I don't want them looking and sounding like idiots. I need them to present well, like an intelligent, well-spoken, well-read individual. I'm helping them do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's not what you're doing when you like print it out and use a red pen. Like, it feels like it's kind of crazy. So I just don't want to work for you or, frankly, have you in my life.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, you know what? That's your opinion. I do it so that it's easier for them to read, and it would take forever for me to edit it on the email, so that's why I do that. But you know what? I wouldn't want to be with a bad C- student either.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy really
That would have taken me out of the
quick.
equation.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're going to be critical of the words that we say, because a lot of times, I just don't say the right thing.
You got some backwoods Kentucky in you, just
Well,
like
and
I got a
also-
little small town
yeah.
Illinois in me.
I also enjoy making up my own words,
Yeah.
which is not always
See,
You're great at it.
grammatical.
Yeah, it's just grammar. I like words like ain't. I think every once in a while I'll throw an ain't in there because I just
Yeah.
think
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
I know it's not correct.
You done messed
but it's
up.
way more fun to say that ain't right or you done messed up.
Yes. It's part of our American lexicon.
That's right. It's us being charming.
Yes.
But
Ain't that right?
My favorite is when she types it out like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you wanna? WANNA.
Do you wanna?
Yeah. How do you feel with people texting, though? Because that's the biggest grammar
Nightmare.
situation on the planet. Yeah.
Lowercase, no punctuation, lots of abbreviations.
Well, would it kill you to capitalize the first letter or like use a period at the end?
Well, now you're asking too much.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you taking the call, Will.
Oh, no problem.
Fiona, you put yourself out there. Now we know, not a match.
Yep. And best of luck to you both.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.